The Zambia Police Service, through the Victim Support Unit, has recorded a total of 9,899 cases of gender-based violence countrywide in the third quarter of 2025, compared to 10,782 cases recorded during the same period in 2024, representing an 8.2% reduction in overall cases. General overview. Out of the 9,899 cases recorded, 6,203 were criminal cases, while 3,696 were non-criminal, translating to 63% and 37% respectively. The data shows a positive trend of declining gender-based violence cases over the same quarter of the previous year, reflecting the impact of ongoing sensitization and community policing interventions. Lusaka Province recorded the highest number of criminal gender-based violence cases with 1,326, followed by Luapula with 857, and Western 779. Airport Division recorded the lowest with 11 cases. Victim analysis. A total of 2,318 children and 7,581 adults were victims of GBV during the quarter under review. Of these, 5,977 were women and 1,604 were men. This demonstrates that women and girls remain the most affected, accounting for over 77% of all GBV victims. Among children, girls accounted for 74% of those abused in criminal cases, while boys accounted for 26%. This gender imbalance highlights the need for targeted child protection interventions focusing on the girl child. Forms of abuse. The most prevalent form of abuse was physical violence, which accounted for 3,448 cases of all reports. Of these, 2,925 cases were assault occasioning actual bodily harm, representing 85% of all physical abuse cases. Lusaka Province alone recorded 683 OABH cases or occasioning actual bodily harm cases, the highest in the country. Economic abuse ranked second with 1,572 cases, a reduction of 8% from the same period in 2024. The majority involved failure to neglect or to provide the necessity of life. Sexual abuse cases totaled 913, with 657 cases of child defilement, mostly affecting girls. Lusaka Province recorded the highest number of defilement cases, 143, followed by Eastern Province with 114, and Southern Province 113 provinces. Other sexual offenses recorded include 110 cases of rape, 10 attempted rape, 62 cases of indecent assault, and 25 cases of incest. Emotional or psychological abuse accounted for 268 cases, which is 2.7%, showing a reduction of 36% reduction from the 2024 statistics. Common manifestations were threatening violence and use of insulting language. Counseling and referrals. During the period under review, a total of 9,088 individuals were counseled by Victim Support Unit officers, comprising both victims and offenders. Out of these, 4,247 were from criminal cases, while 4,841 were from non-criminal cases. Furthermore, 86 victims were referred to other institutions such as the National Legal Aid Clinic for Women in Southern Africa, and the YWCA for further support and legal redress. The analysis that urban and peri-urban provinces continue to report higher numbers of GBV cases, a trend attributed to population density, social stressors, and improved access to reporting mechanisms. Key observations and policy implications. The overall decline in GBV cases is encouraging and demonstrates the impact of intensified community outreach and awareness programs by law enforcement and civil society partners. However, the persistently high levels of physical and sexual violence against women and girls remain a major concern. The data also indicates a need to strengthen prevention mechanisms, especially in high-risk provinces such as Lusaka, Luapula, and Western Province. Enhanced collaboration with the Ministry of Community Development and traditional leaders and faith-based organizations is critical in addressing the root causes of GBV, including cultural norms and economic dependence. In conclusion, the Zambia Police Service reiterates its commitment to combating all forms of gender-based violence through continued enforcement of the law, awareness campaigns, and victim support services. We urge all citizens to report any form of gender-based violence cases and to work together with us to promote a violent-free society. Thank you.